Alright, well, I am on probably the most steep piece of property I've ever had the pleasure of metal detecting. I don't know if you can make out behind me just exactly how steep that is, but I've had to take several breaks, huffing and puffing. You would think that this land is pretty uninhabitable, and these trails that I'm hiking up have switchbacks making their way up, I assume from logging trucks. But supposedly, according to the landowner who gave us permission to be here today, up on this ridge are some cellars. A cellar, some cellars. He doesn't know for sure, but it's family land. He's heard stories from family members. Pile of stones right there. So anyway, we're gonna keep on heading up and up. So we got a long ways to go, and I'll let you know when I find something. Well, I can say beyond the shadow of a doubt, that was by far the hardest trek up a mountain I've ever done. But finally, we arrived. I'm sitting on the edge taking a break, and you can see there's some stones over there. I'm sitting on some stacked stones. And all I can say is, I hope it was worth it. And I hope I don't find anything good so that I don't have to come back again. It was rough. Alright, we're gonna get all of our equipment out and walk around the hole a bit and see what we can find. Alright, well, I've got my first target here that I'm pretty excited about. Just a solid 78, 80. Let's see what it is. Well, it appears to be a button. Wow, and it's got a ton of gilt on the back. Check that out. Let's see if we can clean this up just a little bit. Alright, on the top we've got extra rich. On the bottom we've got stand, short for standard gilt. So this is we'll probably say early mid 1800s little coat button. So that's pretty cool. They're kind of a common find, but it gives us a pretty good idea of how old the site is and an expectation of what we may be able to find here today. It's pretty cool. Let's keep looking. Well, I found one of these. What do you think that is? It's hollow. Seems to be pressed together this way. I think it's brass. It rang pretty high. I don't know. Mystery item. Definitely appears to be old. It's not a recent drop of a hunter out here. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Throw it in the bag. Keep on going. The cellar's right there, and I'm down on the road trail, and I just found a piece of red brick, which tells me two things. One is that they must have had some money to bring bricks way the heck out here, and just to even own them. And two, that somebody must have come and taken all the bricks at some point, because I have come across structures in the past that were brick and then fell and left, and there's bricks everywhere. You think about how many bricks it takes to build a house. So all these bricks were taken at some point. It's pretty interesting, way up here. Alright, we're going to keep moving, see if we can find some more stuff. Alright, well this is pretty cool. It was a button tone, and it, you know, I'm on the fence. This looks like a little design, a little M shape, and the back is indicative of what the back of leather decorations look like. So I'm going to guess that this was affixed to leather, just as a little appointment. Pretty little thing. Pretty interesting anyways, it's cool. Very cool. Let's keep moving. A pretty nice target here. 84. Nice and even too. Something down there. What do we got? Nice, it's a coin. Yes. Oh man, it has been a long day already. What do we have here? Jeez, I don't know. I'll give you a close-up here. You see that? There it is. 1 cent. Beautiful. Which direction is she facing? Can't quite tell. Let me get my toothbrush out. Alright, I can't quite tell. I think it might be a classic head. Unfortunately, one side is almost always a little bit messed up. And in this case, it's the face. So this is still a very exciting find compared to the other things I found today. Beautiful. Ah, finally. Alright, let's keep going a little bit longer here. Alright, well, believe it or not, that large cent just came out of that hole, and I got another lower target over here to the side. I don't know, we'll see. It sounds like it might be a spill. Here, I'm going to bring you over and zoom you in. Alright. Making contact right here. I'm going to stick my shovel in and just give it a little bit of a pick up here. Look. Ah, oh, beautiful. It's a little coin spill. 2 coins. I just dropped it back down. Beautiful. Is it another large cent? Yeah, looks like it. This one's in quite a bit better shape. Let me get this one cleaned up. Alright, well this one's in way better shape. Look at that. 1826. Clear as day. Oh man, a little coin spill. That makes the day for sure. It's going to be hard to beat. Makes that hike all the way up here totally worth it. 2 United States large cents. Awesome. The person who dropped that was having a bad day. Let's keep going. So I have found about a half a dozen buttons so far, but I'm having a hard time focusing on a spot because there's no flat areas around here. I'm going to give you a look around here. So it's all on a pretty good angle, with the exception of the cellar hole itself. So I'm not entirely sure where everybody spent their time. I've just been doing circles around it and finding buttons, and that's about it. I haven't really found a ton of home site stuff, and I don't know. Hard to say what it was. There's no stone walls around here, so it wasn't a farm, I would guess. It could have just been a home, but again, we're so far up into the mountains, they had to be making a living somehow. Don't know. A little bit of a mystery. We're going to keep going and see if maybe we can get to the bottom of it. Alright, well I'm quite a ways from the cellar, but I've got another pretty nice target here. It's a 79, 81. Sounds pretty good. Oh. Alright, well that is an ox knob. That somewhat answers my question. This is, you know, it went on the end of an ox horn, and they would have been using ox for just about anything, really. Who knows? Maybe they used the ox to get the bricks up and out again. Hard to say, but it's evidence that at least they had large animals to help them do things out here. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, I'm kind of on this pretty steep incline here, quite a ways from the cellar, and I just got a beautiful high tone here. 83, nice and solid. Let's see what this could be. Whoa, the heck is that? That looks like it's a decorative piece, whatever it went to. It looks like it probably, there's some iron down in here, which should lead me to believe that it's screwed on whatever it was originally affixed to, maybe on the one of the 4 posts of a bed, or I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. That's pretty cool though. It feels like it's solid brass. It's super heavy. That's a beauty. Alright, well there's our first home site item. Very cool. Let's keep moving. Alright, well we've got our next home site item. Looks like a table knife. This wouldn't have been like a utility knife. This was cutting potatoes. It looks like the scale on this side is actually still there a little bit. It appears to be bone-handled dinner knife. Interesting. It also looks to not be broken there, like that was the length, which is a little shorter than I would have expected to find, but it's interesting anyway. Pretty cool. Got a pretty nice high tone here. 84. In with the iron here. Uh-oh, it looks like it's a coin. Nice. It is a coin. What do we got here? Yeah, let's take a look. Ooh, looks like it's a large cent. Beautiful. Let's make out what this side is. Feels like it's in good shape too. Let me get it cleaned off a bit. Actually, you know what? This is not a large cent. Let me get my flashlight here for you. Check that out. That's a guy riding a horse. And there is a date down there. I think it says 1850. And it says Bank of Upper Canada. That's an awesome looking coin, isn't it? That guy's got a spear and looks like he's stabbing a dragon or something. What's the back look like? Still have some work to get it cleaned up a bit more, but that is awesome. I did find one of these in the past, but I feel like it was quite a bit bigger. This is, you know, large cent size. Man, that is an awesome looking coin. Beautiful. All right. On that note, the bugs are starting to come out. Looks like it might even rain. Make the trek back down the mountain. Let's do a wrap up. All right, well, my legs are jello from that hike up that. It would be probably more accurate to call it a cliff than it would a mountain. A lot of it was just zigzagging up the side, and man, what were these people doing living up here all by themselves? I did nice big sweeps. I couldn't find any old roads, only the modern logging roads, and I could not find any other cellars. No idea. I mean, they had ox up here, and clearly they were living up here, eating up here, sleeping up here. Maybe they just liked their privacy. Without all of these trees on, I imagine the view down into town would have been just stunning. It would have been able to see for miles and miles. The finds slow at first, but we wound up with 3 old coins, which any day you find coins is a good day in my book. Alright, well, the finds include our big dinner knife, our, whatever it is, ornament for a piece of furniture more than likely, ox knob, our mystery piece of brass, let me know what you think that is, our little leather appointment, 7 buttons, one of them just being immaculate. Look at that, shining gold. When this thing was new, the whole thing was like that, but pretty cool. And lastly, our 3 coins, 2 large cents, and our Upper Canada bank token, which is very, very cool. I mentioned I had found one other previously, but it was nowhere near the condition of that one. Very, very cool. Alright folks, well with that, I'm going to call it a day. Start the long, I should have brought like a sled, I could have made it down in no time. The long hike back down off the mountain. Probably not do any walking for the next week or so to give my legs a break. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.